I've woken up feeling a bit brave today and I'm off to the hairdressers in about half an hour, and I'm thinking I might go for the chop, and I've been umming and ahhing about this for so long, and last time I went I had about 5 inches off, which was a bit of a cop-out because it still was pretty long. But today I think I might be brave enough to go for it. I've been looking at loads of pictures online and I think I've talked myself into it, so wish me luck. Why is it that simple things like emptying the dishwasher seem to take 10 times longer when you're rushing? Marnie, you ready to go to Nanny's?
I'm coming.
You're coming, come on then. So that's Marnie dropped off at Nanny's house, and I've just arrived at the salon, and I'm starting to have the fear. I don't know, I go through this every time. I talk myself into it, I decide I'm going to do it, and then it gets to the last hurdle and I decide maybe I should just have a trim. But I think I'm going to be brave at this time and go for it. It's not even that it's that much, it's only, what, 8 inches? It's not like I'm having a drastic change, but does anyone else get the fear? Anyway, I'm off to a new salon today that I haven't tried before, so I'm not sure how much I'll get to film in there because they'll just think I'm a bit of a weirdo. So I will see you on the other side. I did it. Can't believe I cut my hair. So I told you I was feeling brave. It's actually a little bit shorter than I intended them to cut it. I've got the haircutter's remorse situation. Actually, I'm really pleased with it. As you can probably tell, I've had it coloured as well, and it's actually quite silver in this light. It's not as silver as this off camera. I had a toner put through it. Because my hair tends to lean quite warm, it is like there's quite a warm blonde tone to it. When I have it lightened, I always tend to have a toner that's quite silver put on it, because the toner doesn't last long. It will wash out in a couple of washes, it'll be faded out, but it just tends to help with that brassiness in my hair, which I really don't like. So it's not going to be quite this silver about a week from now, but I'm really pleased with it. And she actually put some darker ash colour through the root and sort of in between all the foils to break it up a little bit, because what I find doesn't suit me is when it's very light right to the root and all the way around. It just tends to look a little bit off on me. Some people it looks really good on, but I always prefer mine when there's a little tiny bit of regrowth. So to kind of create that, she put some darker colours in it as well, kind of like balayage around the back. I'm really pleased with it. What do you think? If you like it, let me know. If you don't, then just smile and nod. I'm always really self-conscious when I have my hair done for the first time. I never like the way they style it in salons. I always come out of the salon desperate to wash my own hair and restyle it. Does anyone else feel like that? But as a whole, I'm really pleased with it, and once I've washed it and done my own thing, I think I will like it even better. Yeah, it's been a successful day. My intention today was to do a full day in the life vlog, but I was in the hairdressers for so long, I haven't got a great deal else to film for you, which is disappointing. I was there for the best part of 4 hours, so other than the school runs either side of that and general faffing around the house, there's not a lot else exciting happening today. So instead, I thought I would just sit down and have a little chat to you about something that's been challenging lately, and it is whining and screaming, specifically with Marnie. She's at that stage where if you say no to her or someone's annoying her, she will scream so loud and for so long that it's becoming quite difficult to tolerate, and I feel it's having a knock-on effect on everyone. She doesn't do it all the time. She's generally pretty good, but this morning, for instance, and that's why it's fresh in my mind, Aidan was just winding her up and she just wailed. Pretty much from the moment she opened her eyes to the moment the kids went off to school this morning, she just moaned and screamed and wailed and just set the morning off on a really stressful note. She doesn't do that every morning, but hit me up with your tips how to deal with screaming toddlers, because it's not even that she's particularly upset about something, it's just if someone's doing something that she doesn't want them to do, she will react that way because I guess she feels that gets her attention or it gets her the results that she wants. I'm not sure how we've landed ourselves in this situation, but that is what she does. And as I said, it's not all the time, but it's enough that it's bothering me, and I know it probably won't go on for too much longer. It's very much a communication thing, and the more she's talking, and she is talking so much more now, she is coming out with full sentences and full conversations, which is brilliant. And I have noticed she's a little less frustrated now perhaps than she used to be. But yeah, it's something that does affect the mood of the house when she just wakes up on the wrong side of the bed and decides to yell at everybody. It is quite stressful. So have you had a screamer as a toddler, and what did you do to deal with it? I keep meaning to watch my friend SJ's video actually. She did one recently called, I think it was tips to deal with a whining child or something along those lines. So I'm sure there'll be some helpful advice in there. But if you have any other pearls of wisdom to share with me, then please do let me know in the comments. What I currently do is to exclude her from the room, because I remember seeing that on one of these parenting programs years ago. You're just supposed to put them out of the room, explain to them that they can't be in the room with everyone if they're going to be shouting and yelling, and that they can come back in when they calm down. And that is what I do, and it does seem to help a little bit, but she will still wail when I put her out of the room, and continue to do so for quite some time before she calms down. And then all she wants is a hug, bless her. So it's upsetting for me doing that as well. I don't know what the right answer is, but I would love to know if you do. So let me know in the comments. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is my home renovation update videos, because I've had quite a few new subscribers over here since I started posting about the cottage renovation. Hi, if you're one of them, thank you so much for subscribing. I have so much more to update you on when it comes to the cottage, and I only wish I'd started filming sooner. I really kicked myself about that, but I'm so glad that I have at least started now. And the main reason I started doing it, other than to document it for ourselves, is to show how talented Dan is, because he honestly blows my mind with what he can do. I've known for years how clever he is. He's been doing up our own houses for, I can't even remember when we bought our first house, well over a decade anyway. So I've known for a long time how clever and talented he is. But this is another level, because it's a listed property and there's all the new skills he's had to teach himself along the way to do with the lime plaster and lime washing and stonework, and it's just been an epic project. And I just felt really like I was doing him an injustice by not filming and talking about it. Does that make any sense? So now that I am filming it, I'm really pleased that so many of you are interested in it too, and you want to see more. So what I want to know from you is, what kind of videos would you like to see? I'm half tempted to do them weekly, because there's so much going on now and so many updates to give. Sorry, the light's really terrible, the sun keeps going in. But yes, there's so many updates to give you. So if you want to see things weekly, I will try and do that. But what kind of things would you like to see? Would you like to see progress, or just room tours when everything's finished, or planning videos where I'm getting my inspiration from, all that kind of thing? If you'd like to see that as well, then let me know in the comments and I will make a note of all your suggestions. I'm now going to head downstairs and heat up one of the 5 meals that I pre-prepared this week. I'm so chuffed with myself that I have all these meals prepared for the week. If you haven't already seen it, by the way, I filmed a prepping the whole week of meals in 2 hours video. It wasn't called that, it was called something snappier than that. But basically I cooked 5 meals in 2 hours, and they're either in the fridge or the freezer, ready to go for the whole family. And honestly, even though it was quite a challenge getting it all done in 2 hours, I just feel so much more relaxed when I pick up the kids from school, knowing that dinner is like 90% ready to go. I just have to heat things up or do some rice to go with it or something. It just takes so much of the stress away of what are we gonna have for dinner, or the chopping while everybody's hungry and asking me for food. It's just been really good so far. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it for you so you can go and check it out. I may well do one of those every so often as well if you'd like to see it. So again, let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then please do consider hitting the subscribe button. I've got loads of exciting content planned, so I'd love to have you stick around. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a little bit disjointed and strange, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And if you did enjoy it and you do like my hair, then give the video a thumbs up. Maybe don't give the video a thumbs down if you don't like my hair, because it's too late now, I've done it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.